We're going to show you around and tell you more about their grand opening coming up, and I'm going to go shopping, so stay with us. This very chaotic scene happening steps away from a very busy intersection in Panama City. You're going to want to have rain boots in the wardrobe this morning, because if not, that could happen. So far, so good. Nothing has caught on fire just yet, but we're not done. This is pretty awesome because it's snowing. Chris and Kelsey, can you see the flakes? Municipal Super Tuesday happening right now for several cities in our area. Crews are going on about 8 hours out here investigating and fighting this fire. I wanted to give you guys kind of a live look at the road conditions out there, because that is the thing that a lot of you guys have been commenting on our Facebook. How are the roads looking this morning? I want you guys to take a look around here. They've really got everything. It's pretty amazing. If you haven't been here, you're gonna want to come this weekend. They're giving away these. These are free smoke alarms, and they're also installing them to anyone in the community that needs them.
Take this hand and then hammer fist to the back. That's going to allow you to safely exit out.
We hope your Tuesday is off to a great start. I know ours is off to a fun start this morning.
She's going to have to crawl through that obstacle. That's an obstacle in itself, just trying to crawl.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
You know, we had to celebrate a little bit because we were asleep last night.
Yeah, so this is our celebration now.
Woo! All right, Kelsey, how am I doing? We are talking Warrior Beach Retreat Salute. It's coming up pretty soon, so tell us a little bit about it, Linda. Let's go. We got a lot more coming up after the break, so stay with us.
So you can just kind of march, and it's like high knees.
Okay, hi niece.
Yep.
A local playground gets a facelift this week, one that will put a smile on the faces of many children for years to come. Can only imagine the sheer terror as this incident unfolded, really just steps away from a busy Panama City intersection. This is Beck Avenue, and just right here is Briarwood Apartments, where law enforcement agencies responded to this active shooter situation. Kenneth Thompson and Ashley Warrener are still in shock.
I found out it was my next door neighbor, and I was absolutely blown away.
The suspect, 49-year-old Kevin Holroyd, is their friend. They say the night before it happened, he seemed just fine.
It's Kevin shooting at the police, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? No.
Authorities say Holroyd shot at first responders, which led to an hours-long standoff. This all happening right outside their front door.
I have bullet holes all upstairs in the closets.
We're in shock. We really are.
Bay County Sheriff's officials say in all, about 100 rounds were fired during the incident.
A law enforcement officer's worst nightmare, very difficult tactical situations. So had multiple officers that returned fire, multiple officers that were pinned down.
And in the end, Holroyd was found dead when authorities were able to get inside.
I feel bad for the family of the person who he shot. I feel bad for our friend that he shot, but also our neighbor was a good person.
The couple says they've lived next to Holroyd for about 9 years, and they never saw this coming.
I think at his last moments, he knew that it was all over, and he was acting out, and obviously the wrong way. And who's to say when you're at your last moments and you know it's over, you know what you're capable of doing.
The scene is now safe and secure, and the investigation has been turned over to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. In Panama City, Kara Murphy, News 13. This graph shows the suicide rates in Florida, and as you can see, these are the dots. It stays between 10 to 15 deaths per 100,000 people. But when you compare that to Bay County suicide rates, you can see it consistently runs much higher than the state average, nearly double in 2016. Local officials are trying to find out why. Funny, energetic, always on the go. That's how Karen Abrahams describes her son Alex.
He was perfect. He was my son.
But in 2009, her world turned upside down. Alex was only 17 years old when he killed himself.
This was his senior class picture. He had taken it a few months before he had taken his own life.
And after almost 10 years, Abraham says it doesn't get any easier.
The major question is why. We didn't know he was having difficulties. We thought what he was going through was being a teenage boy.
And she's not alone. Experts say suicide rates in the state of Florida are at an all-time high.
As a matter of fact, Bay County is fourth in the number of suicides per capita in the state of Florida. So it is a problem, something that we really need to take a look at, and it's been growing.
And growing fast. In 2006, 21 people committed suicide in Bay County. By 2011, the number jumped to 33. In 2014, 43 lives lost, and the latest numbers come from 2016 when 45 people killed themselves, the highest ever recorded. Even more alarming is the number of people who attempt suicide.
There's about 25 attempts for every actual death.
In 2017 alone, the Bay County Sheriff's Office responded to 328 threatened, 103 attempted, and 15 completed suicide calls.
There was a time last year that Sheriff Ford checked the computer screen with our computer-aided dispatch.
And what he saw was 4 suicide calls in 1 hour.
I mean, they were all on the screen at the same time.
Compelling sheriff's officials to post this on Facebook, letting the community know there is help available.
It is something we deal with, and it's heartbreaking to see that it's something that happens so much here in Bay County.
But the biggest question is, why are so many local people trying to take their own lives? The answer is not that simple.
The people that know why they've taken their lives are no longer with us to answer those questions.
And that's a major obstacle for health officials who are trying to reduce suicide rates. Tonight at 10, we'll look at some of the factors that influence someone to take their own life.
Kara Murphy really enjoys this live shot.
Yeah, she's already racing this
morning. She's ready to go.
We're guys, if you're going to this bed races, you're gonna want to buckle up. I've got my seatbelt on this morning because it's gonna get crazy. We're actually clocking in at more than 100 miles per hour. Do you guys see that? All right, Taylor, I'm gonna need you to slow down. Oh God.
We're good.
All right, Taylor, is that how it's gonna be tonight?
Can you not handle this?
No, I cannot.
This is a fast-paced thing. I mean, girl, you gotta get ready.
I'm glad there's seatbelts on these things.
Yeah, well, hopefully the other ones have seatbelts on them. I know Bay Meds has theirs, so I think they're good.
All right, so tell us a little bit about this really unique event that's here in Bay County with the Bay County Chamber of Commerce.
This is nothing but excitement as beds like these, Bay Medical Sacred Heart's bed and Ink Tracks bed, race down 5th Street to see who's going to be #1, who's going to have the fastest bed, but who's going to have the best bed. I mean, this one's pretty good. They're racing to save lives, Bay Med is. Going with the Mario and Luigi theme.
I like it, racing to save lives. And yeah, it's a pretty fierce competition. People go all out on these beds for some bragging rights. Is that right?
It is. They got bragging rights. They got these awesome pillow awards, and we also have trophies for the people that come out in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place, people that had the most team spirit, and people that had the craziest bed design.
Yeah, and this is really cool though because the whole community comes out in full force. Kids, adults, anyone can come out.
They do. We have a little bit of something for everybody. We have country music coming out, live entertainment by Kyle Mitchell and Southern Sunday. It's a great band. We were listening to it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, so good.
We also have activities for the kids with bounce houses, free food, free drinks, you name it, it's going to be there.
And there's also a way people can give back as well.
They can. If people that bring in tennis shoes, underwear, socks, they bring those donations for primary school kids, they're going to receive a free t-shirt thanks to Ink Tracks. That is going to be a way for Ink Tracks to say thank you for giving back, but it's also a way for us to benefit the kids that are in need in Bay District schools, and that's being put on by the Junior League of Panama City.
Okay, and so what time is everything kicking off?
You want to be here by 5. You want to make sure that you get some of that great free food, free barbecue, hot dogs, hamburgers. That's all going to be out here, but be here by 5. The bed races will be about 5:30, 5:45-ish.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss that. And again, where should people come?
People should come out in front of the Bay County Chamber of Commerce on 5th Street in downtown Panama City. It's going to be right next to the old to the old post office.
All right, perfect. Taylor, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to unbuckle. No, I want to get out of this thing, guys.
Let's go.
All right, we're going to have to pitch to break because I don't know what's going to happen.
A little slower for you this time.
All right. Bye.
And she's out getting ready for round 2. Kara, you're still standing.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm taking a walk around the Wild Wild West this morning here at Broken Horn Ranch in town. I want you guys to take a look around here. They've really got everything. It's pretty amazing. If you haven't been here, you're going to want to come this weekend. They've got a cafe, saloon, bank. They've really got everything you could imagine. And I'm here with the man behind it all, Gary Mack, a.k.a. the U.S. Marshal, Jim Slade. Are you getting some outlaws?
Yeah, I've got a few here this morning already.
All right, yeah. So tell us a little bit about this weekend.
Well, this weekend's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be different gunfight shows all weekend. Basically, there'll be train rides for kids. There's going to be a lot of good food. This man over here cooks off the chuck wagon, and it's going to be a real good time here.
What kind of reenactments are there going to be?
Well, there'll be a lot of different things of the Old West. different scenarios where they have gunfights and stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing a lot of that this weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I imagine the kids really love that.
Oh boy, they eat it up, and the adults do too.
Yeah.
Believe me.
And where are you guys located for people who've never been?
We're
here?
on 167 or 102 Fairview Road, which is the old Panama City cutoff over here towards Mariana, and it's easy to find. We got
Yeah.
a big sign out front.
Yeah, it really is easy to find. And this place is so awesome. I know we're panning around to see it this morning. Talk a little bit about how long it's been here.
Well, actually, this town right here has been here probably 5 years.
Okay.
And basically, we do Creepy Hollow here, too, when we do our Halloween thing during October. But we use it the rest of the time for doing the gunfights and stuff.
And so what days should everyone come out and what times?
Oh, actually, it's 9 to 5 each day, all three.
Okay.
19th, 20th, and 21st, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And then tickets, again, how much and how can
The
people
tickets are $5, which is really good. And our food's cheap, the price is cheap, and you got a lot of good entertainment.
Exactly. Very affordable for families.
Very affordable.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Going to be amazing. Who do we have here this morning? We got kind of the whole crew out.
You got Mr. Creel here. He's the one that works the chuck wagon and does all the cooking right in the old Dutch ovens.
Yeah. Wow.
I guess this weekend you're doing peach cobbler and prairie stew.
Sounds good to me.
You got Cole Younger, you got Frank James,
All right.
Billy. He's my deputy, and we got little Jane here. She's
Cactus Jane.
Yeah, Cactus Jane. You know, and she kind of rides around town on the horse a lot and does a little camp. But there's a lot of things going on.
I love it. You guys have a lot of fun. I can tell.
We have a good time, yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning. We had a blast. If you missed any of this, I'll post all this information about how you can come out and have a lot of fun with the whole family this weekend online at mypanhandle.com. But don't go away. We've got more news and weather after the break.
All right.